Welcome back to Just Politics. I'm your host, Nikki Kane. Tonight we have an interview with Theo Chino. He has participated several times in the election process, and he has created a tool called Rep My Block to enable new coming candidates to easily navigate the process. Please give a warm welcome for Theo Chino.
Hi, my name is Theo Chino. I grew up in Hamilton Heights, and I run for a public advocate in 2019 for the first time.
Theo, since you've run several times, can you tell us what is your opinion about the petitioning process?
I believe that doing petition is about showing that the campaign can pay attention to details. And it is unfair and is unfortunate, but yes, every details matter. And a zip code that is not the same might seem trivial, but at the end of the day, it is the attention to those details that will make a petition valid. So yes, you should be kicked out of the ballot. How hard it is to be kicked out of the ballot for those small errors. And it is possible to make sure those errors don't happen. Now, the Board of Elections should look at what does Washington State do. Washington State verify every petition, every signature, because they automated the system. So when a person vote and endorse a candidate, the Board of Elections knows that this is the person that endorsed that candidate. So there is less minute error like that in the state of Washington. But the thing is, New York needs to get there.
Theo, do you believe the petitioning process is effective?
The petitioning process is very transparent. However, there is a lot of problem within the petitioning process for corruption to kick in, because the Board of Election doesn't do the check-in of whether or not a petition is valid. It is left to the other candidate to verify if someone else's petition is valid. So the whole process, or the whole idea of getting on the ballot by petitioning, is one of the fairest systems that exist. However, the problem gets the introduction of problem comes because the Board of Election doesn't do the check-in of whether or not a petition is valid. And that is left to the opposition candidate to decide that point. And that's where the problem lies. After that, whether we go to court, that's how it's supposed to be. It is for a judge to decide whether or not a petition is valid. It is for the candidate and their opposition to bring out the issue with the petition. And a lot of people have a problem with that process because they feel it's unfair. They went out in the street and they collected the petition, the signature, they knock on door. And a lot of people don't know whether the signature is valid. And that's where the problem lies.
Can you tell the audience about your website, Rep My Block?
Rep My Block is simply a computer version of what petitioning should be. So it creates the petition in a way that is perfect. It takes the entry from the Board of Election voter file for the candidate and puts it on a piece of paper that is a PDF with the exact same information that is on the voter file. So if there is a problem with the entry on the petition, it is also, that error is also on the voter file. So the candidate can just go fix the voter file and then start the petition process and get the petition exactly how the Board of Election wants them without any problem. And that's what I hope to accomplish with Rep My Block, is allowing the candidate to have ballot access without any mistake on the petition, that the only thing that the candidate needs to do is to get valid signature to get on the ballot. However the candidate do it, that's up to them and their team.
You've run several times. Just wanted to know, what is your future political aspirations?
Yes, I am. My current political plan is to run for public advocate in 2029. And meanwhile, while we're waiting for 2029 to happen, next year I plan to run for Congress against Adriano Espaillat.
Thank you for being on the show tonight, Theo. Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience before we go?
Well, I hope to see everybody running for party position and for anything political to go to Rep My Block and to watch the PBS documentary County on PBS.